Glad to have you with us for this Monday afternoon presentation of the NBA on 2K. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
And it's John Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Jackson. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Morant. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. The three. The Clippers grab the miss. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
The three from Bain. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Here's George. He takes it in, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Brooks against Leonard. Back to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Over Morris. That shot is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard passes to George. From deep. And it's Bain with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Jack's up at 3. Not going to go that time. Leonard against Brooks. Kicks it to George. Leonard with a screen on Bain. George for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Outside Bain. Jackson outside. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
With the step back, Jackson with it. Jackson in his pocket. Leonard on the wing. Morris, a screen on Bain. Leonard can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Bain, pass to Brooks. Jackson against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Adams. Misses off the right iron. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Trying to get back on track. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Here's George. The shot won't fall. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And they're on the break. Here's George. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Good on the second one. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Morant, the pass to Jackson. 4-3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Pass to George. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Morant. Jackson, right side. And here's Adams. From deep, Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies leading by 9. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. And it's George in at the 3 slot.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
It's tipped. Morant, pass to Jackson. Fade away. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Back to Jackson. George outside. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 5 now.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Outside Bane. There's the 3. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
They get it again. Here's Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
George outside. It's Powell on the wing. Three-pointer, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Weaving his way through the paint, Desmond Bane flexing his way to the basket.
Powell foul against Bain, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Steven Adams. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
But just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Here's George to the middle. Zubats. Leonard outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubats' shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Adams. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
Wall, he's checked in for Jackson. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
On the wing, Bain. Pass to Brooks. Here's the three. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Adams. Second chance effort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Big props to Adams. This is a guy who brings the energy and effort every night.
That one's no good. The Clippers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Wow, that's good. Foul's gotten 4 this quarter.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Moran. Deflected. George outside from deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 7 tonight. Morant, the pass to Jackson. The Clippers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Wall with it. He's picked up by Bain. Wall gets the bucket.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped. And they're able to recover. Back to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Now Wall, he gets it off. It's been all about Jaren Jackson.
The Clippers 13.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Here's Jones. Launches it. Nails it from 3. Jones has got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Memphis has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Aldama. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Morris. Soft touch off the glass.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Jones from outside. And no good. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Pass to man. Morris for 3. Rebounded by Green. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack. Perfectly for the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 14. Wall with it. He's got 5. Here's Powell, and he drives in.
Attacking the rim with aggression. Norman Powell putting pressure on the interior D with his driving and finishing abilities.
Jones drives in. Pass to Conchar. Back to Green. There's the triple. 6 to shoot. From deep. Aldama, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Hammers the lob through.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Outside Wall. Morris on the wing. The 3 ball. And they recover it. Pass to man. Stripped away. On the wing, Green. Wall covering. Here's Conchar. It's stolen by Wall. The drive by man. Grizzlies with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Green. It's stolen. Outside Wall. Over Green. Shots blocked. Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he makes it. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Morris outside. Batum left side. Outside Wall. Shot clock at 6. And the big finish by Wall.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
On the wing, Conchar. Green for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wall finds Morris. Left side. From deep 3-point range. Aldama grabs the board. Here's Conchar. No good from outside. Intercepted. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You want to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Jackson in at the point. Here's Jackson. Outside Covington. George is screen on Jackson. George outside. Fires for three. Gets the three ball to go.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Moran against Jackson. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Jackson, pass to George. Jackson outside. Back to George from outside the arc. Brooks with the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
There's Jackson with the three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Wing shot on the way. George with another miss.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Jackson for 3. Jackson with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Memphis?
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, flustering the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
From deep, Morant. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. And George launches it from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Payne, no good. The Clippers have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Oh, they need this! And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And it's Brooks missing. The Clippers really having a tough go here. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. George has the open look. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jaren Jackson.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Here's Covington. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And they get it back. George outside. 2 on the clock. Another shot. Chalk up 2 there.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And he's going for the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
George against Bain. Back to Jackson. Out to Covington. Three-pointer. And it's Bain with the rebound. And here's Memphis. They led by as many as 18. Now here's Jackson. Oh, George with a steal. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business. All right, Alec, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out a lot right now.
They retain possession. Russell kicks to Edwards. Second chance shot. And here is Adams. Passes it to Morant. And stolen by Prince. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
Now here's Morant. Shakes him, and the layup is up and in.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Towns against Jackson. Second shot opportunity. They grabbed their own miss. Out to Edwards. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And he's good on the second. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Now, here's Bain. The pass to Jackson. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistent.
Here's Prince, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Bain. Nice move. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Bain for three. Minnesota with the rebound. Cuts off the pass. Inside, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Morant dishes to Adams. The open look. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Oh, here's Edwards. Back to Towns. That shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Lets it go. Here's Bain. Got that one.
Well, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Russell looking around. Gobert with the bounce pass. Here's Towns. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bain's got 5 now.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
And it's Memphis on the break. Pass to Bain. Here's Jackson. Bain kicks to Jackson. Lets it fly from 18. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Prince in the corner. Towns finds Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Edwards against Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Russell passes to Gobert. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Bain for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards against Bain. Outside, Towns. Fires for 3. Here's Gobert. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
Desmond Bane getting it done for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you, Skijesss?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
In at the guard spot, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant kicks to Bane. No coverage that time. Bane's got 10 points in the game. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. For instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
First team.
Here's Russell, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Prince, the pass to Towns. No good on the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Morant. And he goes right over D'Angelo Russell and snaps it down.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
Memphis shooting their first free throw this game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Outside for Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Down low, Towns finds Edwards. And he gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Morant passes to Bane. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Stolen by Brooks. To the paint. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And they'll get another chance. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Morant. Misses the layup.
Not enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Towns kicks to Prince. Out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Prince wide open. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morant outside. Bane passes to Brooks. At the crossover, he lays it in. Brooks has got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Outside, Russell. To the middle.
and no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
There's Jackson with the three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. And Adams gets to Brooks. They get the rebound.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Edwards against Bain. Back to Russell. Passes it to Towns. Out to Edwards. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Shot clock at 5. Here's McLaughlin. The Timberwolves again can't hit. On the wing, Green. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. McDaniels is out there with Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. For the tie. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. Back to McDaniel. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed. No good. That would have tied it. Memphis leading. There's the drive. Conchar, the pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Noel. Defended by Jones. McDaniels kicks to Anderson. For the lead. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Jones shoots. Aldama gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Anderson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And the pass to Aldama to the inside. Here's Conchar. It's good from about 19 feet. Conchar's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Right wing. And Anderson has it in the corner. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's McDaniel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the steal. Jones in the post. Here's Tillman. They kick it out to Green. The three connects from three-point range. And now a 8-point Grizzly lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Reed the pass to McLaughlin. Now here's McDaniel. He dishes it to Anderson. Back to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Conjon, good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
1:31 left in the third quarter. Anderson passes to Noel. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
This will be his fourth shot at the line in this one.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Jones drives in. Ball's knocked loose. Tries the spin move. Pass to Concho. Back to Green. Clock at 4. Here's Tillman. And he converts the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Noel passes to Reed. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jones, no one around him. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
That's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
McDaniels with the ball. He's against Green. Anderson passes to Noel from downtown. Another miss by Minnesota. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
The line for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones. One shot. Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Russell. He takes it in. Edwards kicks to Towns. Kicks it out to Prince. Dishes to Edwards. He got it up.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that mess on this end and just disrupt.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Timberwolves trail by 10. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson deciding where to go with it. That one, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota shooting in this game, 45%. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got it back down to single digits for Minnesota. Here's Morant. Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Towns, a screen on Bain. Here's Prince. There's the dish to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Morant against Russell. Morant reaches to Adams. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 7. Left side, Edwards. Over to the left wing. Towns, the bounce pass. Gobert down low. Adams defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
He hits the second from the line. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Inside, Jackson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Out to Edwards. And that's an intentional foul.
John Morant, first personal foul, second team foul.
Morant against Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Kept alive. It's Edwards on the wing. Passes it to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. Sinks the triple.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had.
Here's Morant. And no good. Prince with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 6. Gobert the pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Gobert, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies. Edwards looking it over. The kick out to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Launches a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. So they foul intentionally. That's the first. That'll push the lead to double digits.
He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., will look. He's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
Time running out for the Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Outside, Towns. From deep. Another miss by Minnesota.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Grizzlies.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Desmond Bain.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Russell dishes to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Now Morant. The pass to Bain. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Prince. Three-pointer. Craps in the tray. And so the Grizzlies take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
New home well, quote.
Yeah, can't wait to experience it firsthand, Allie. Thank you. So the Clippers win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside Edwards. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Now here's Towns. Count that one.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. Leonard with a screen on Russell. Jackson finds Morris. Misses the three. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now here's George. Kicks it out to Jackson. And stolen by Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Morris against Towns. Pass to George. Three-pointer. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by George.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Towns with the ball. This one for three. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
George outside. Pass to Jackson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Russell.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
That free throw no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Prince. To the right side. Towns for three. Fires in the triple. Towns has got 5 now.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from three.
Offensive rebound. Morris for three. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Morris has gotten his second bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Russell. A minute 35 left to play in the first. Outside Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up. Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's George. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Leonard. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. And he makes it on the layup.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Now Towns. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Leonard outside. Jackson the screen from deep. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there? You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Russell. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. Prince. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
George outside. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Now Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And that does it for the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Russell. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. We've seen the pace of the game ratchet up every year, Clark. Might that trend reverse at some point?
I don't think so, B. I mean, the game is meant to be played fast, and because of the potency of the three-point shot, the skill level of the players, the athleticism, I think you're going to continue to see teams play with a lot of pace because that's easier in terms of producing points.
Here's Towns. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here are the Clippers now. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 17.
And Minnesota has possession. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. Shoots from 14. That one a little long. Edwards with it. He's got 6. Pass to Prince. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Prince has got 6.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Now here's George. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. Morris against Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Russell, the pass to Gobert.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. George outside to the paint. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Russell against Jackson. Right side Edwards. Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Over Jackson. Back to Towns. Takes a 3. Doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George for 3. Leonard for 3. Sinks the tray. And it's now only a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score often.
Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Blocked! Jackson. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And stolen by Leonard. Edwards against George. Now here's Leonard. Lets it fly from 18. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Here's Towns. Misses from close range.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's George. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Let's go.
22.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for Minnesota, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Powell. Reed with the rebound.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Offensive rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
First team.
The Clippers trail. Takes a step back. Outside wall. Takes one from 10 feet, and that's good for 2. Wall's got his first points in this one.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Right side McDaniels. Here's Rivers. Powell covers. From downtown, McLaughlin's shot is good. McLaughlin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Here's Wall. It's deflected. Anderson against Covington. Anderson passes to McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Over Covington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Now here's Wall. Drops in the layup for 2. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, you love Wall's tenacity there. Takes the contact and finds a way to finish through it.
Right wing. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now here's Wall. Defense right on him. Stolen by Reed.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
Pass to McLaughlin. Now Reed. A slam
That's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so here are the Clippers. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And that one misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves.
And Anderson, no good on that one.
At the foul line for one.
Now here's McDaniels, tightly guarded. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Powell. What a terrific move that is.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's McLaughlin, wall covering. No good off the back of the rim.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's man. That one's good. This game is all even.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Here's Reed. Shakes him. A slam dunk by Reed.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Now here's Powell. For 3, Covington. Anderson pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. McDaniels with it. Driving to the basket. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 4-point Minnesota lead. Now Wall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be... We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Clippers shooting a nice 50% for the game. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that one's good.
George is really one of the most amazing players in the league, an all-NBA caliber player, and he's worked tirelessly on his shooting form, and now it's close to perfect.
Pass to Towns from deep. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards with it. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. Over Morris. Shot clock at 3. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Morris. Now the Clippers with it. 2-point game. George passes to Jackson. Leonard right side. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Prince. No one near him. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Prince has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. George outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. And the layup is good off the glass.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
Pass to Edwards. The 3. They get it back. Inside. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Zubac. Gobert, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And here's Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here in the fourth.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. If they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
From about 19, shot by Leonard, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Over to the wing, back to Edwards. Towns is screen on George. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Leonard outside. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Shot to stop the run. George. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Edwards against George. Pass to Towns. Paul George pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Morris for 3. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And it's Russell on the drive. Towns. Yes!
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money. And his teammates absolutely love it. Carl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Steps back. Leonard passes to George. Back to Leonard. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Russell. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
The team counts so much on Edwards for an awful lot. Going to the well again here.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth. And here's Jackson. George outside. Offline. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
And with these teams, Brett, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. It's hauled in by Adams.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
It's good.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Outside Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Down low. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Zubac.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. And you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple of seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection, great consistency.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Teron Lou and I had a few minutes to share. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blows.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
Both free throws good from Morant. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. There's the pass to Leonard. Jackson a screen on Brooks. And here's Leonard from 3. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant kicks to Jackson. And a wide open look for Bain. Here's Adams out to Brooks. Dishes it to Morant. The 3 ball. And another miss by Memphis. Los Los Angeles leading by 5. And George with the stop.
Yeah, Paul George can get very shifty, even with that kind of frame, and he fights his way through the contact.
Morant with it. Jackson, a screen on Jackson. Jackson against Morris. And Jackson throws it down hard.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Jackson with the bounce pass. The deep three from George. Not going to go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that the owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by John Morant. 5 on the clock. He can't get that one. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 3. It doesn't go for him. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Nobody near Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Now here's Brooks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard on the wing. From the arc. Again, Leonard missing. The Grizzlies shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
The 3 from George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Los Angeles on top. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at second.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
George finds Leonard. Offline with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA. Jackson showing off a little bit of his range that time, so confident in that release.
Left side, Bane. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Morant. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bane with it, guarded now by Morris. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. There's the 3. Bane, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And here's Leonard from 3. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take, but Leonard is confident in that range.
Morant with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The shot by George, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. It's Jackson atop the key. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bain with it. George picks him up. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's the three. Los Angeles with another miss. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Payton for 3. Another miss is 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts. From deep, George. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injuries because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Covington dishes to George. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. Three-pointer. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Bain inside the three-point line. Money from the wing.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Jackson looking around. Covington wide open. He fires. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And good recognition from Reggie. Teammate.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 10-point game. Payne for 3. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Jackson passes to Leonard. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now George. He's got 11. 6 to shoot. Sweet move.
Well, that's all Adams and his effort right there. Great job affecting that attempt.
Zubac, that's good.
And a better box out saved them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Grizzlies foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
He's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts, and those will be very loud points.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And so it's Los Angeles. All right, David, thank you.
Your Clippers. 35. The Grizzlies. 26.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's man in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The 10-footer. That one, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Wall grabs the board. It's Powell with the drive. And Morris throws it down.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
And it's good, 2 points.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Wall passes to Powell. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Clippers leading by 9. Left side, Wall. It's Powell on the wing. They get a bet. Pass the Wall. Morris outside. Tries yet again. Tips it. And Wall able to finish. Wall's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And here's Jones from past the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Jones from outside. Connects from three-point range. Jones has got 8 points.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And here's Wall outside. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Ripped away. It's Powell with the drive. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Morris has got his second bucket.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Jones, no luck. Clippers leading by 10. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. From outside the arc. Wall against Jones. Right side, Wall. Unable to get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And here's Green outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
To the wing right side, Mann passes to Powell. For 3. And Jones pulls it down. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Beyond the arc. To the left wing. Here's Aldama. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Aldama's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Memphis. Now here's Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers head to the bench with. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Bain inside the three-point line. Morant kicks to Bain. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And the three ball is good. Jackson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Outside, Covington. Jackson setting the pick here for Covington. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. Morant kicks to Brooks. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Bain against George. Here's Covington. Jackson knocks it loose.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Los Angeles leading by 4. George up top. Guarded by Bain. Covington passes to Zubac. And here's George for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
That's something I think Paul George in the offseason is really working on, just pulling up off the dribble, maintaining great balance. Very few flaws in his offensive game.
Jackson from long range. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard kicks to Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Adams' shot is good.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
The deep 3 from George. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 6 to the inside. Bain with it. And the 3 off target.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Leonard.
Foul Memphis. Second personal foul. Fourth team.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game and find ways to improve upon it. Always working hard to bring something out the next season.
And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Morant kicks to Bain. The tray. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Here's Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Now, here's Morant for 3. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. George with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. George finds Leonard. George trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now George. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the 3. Doesn't go that time. Morant with some nice D. So the Clippers with the win. It was a fan. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. Count that bucket.
Ja Morant.
And here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Edwards against Bain. Outside Morant. Here he goes. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay? How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Kicks it out to Jackson from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown?
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game. Bain against Edwards. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Out to the right wing. Morant finds Brooks. Jackson outside. Outside for Brooks. Let's go with a three. Rebound Minnesota.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
To the wing, right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And he can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. And he converts the layup. Morant's got 6.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Over to the left wing. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Morant. And here they come. He goes up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Now here's Gobert. The layup misses. Bane pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Oh, the swat by Adams.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Russell against Morant. Here's Prince. And a missed layup. It's been all about Jaren Jackson from Memphis. Hunting for opportunities, leading to... If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Pass to Towns. Here's Prince, guarded by Bane. Russell from outside. The rebound by Jackson.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside for Russell. Pass to Prince. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
The Timberwolves trail.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Morant, pass to Bane. From the wing, the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jackson. Adams inside. Defended by Gobert. From deep, Bane. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Good defensive intensity. But you have to stay in control always.
He hits the 2nd from the line. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be handing up some banners very soon.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Edwards against Bane. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Here's Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme. And then Morant with the jam. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Russell against Morant. Towns can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break.
What a night for Jackson so far. This could be the level of play we see from him consistently in future seasons.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's Prince. Offline with a 3. Memphis leading. And it's Moran off the drive. Kicks it out to Jackson for 3. Sinks it from distance. Jackson's got 16 points.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
To end the run, the Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Gobert passes to Russell. Out left to the wing. Here's Prince. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
What we know about Jordan is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
A line change here for Memphis. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Jones, pass to Conchar. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Aldama. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Here's Rivers. Clark covers. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the second free throw is good. 7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Anderson for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 21. The Grizzlies, 33.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Jordan McLaughlin out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Anderson in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But you see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet. Doris, these are very capable defenders.
They are, B.A. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
Reed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Brandon Clark. The first free throw is good.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected guys.
And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work. Consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Left side McDaniels. Ooh, poked away. Pass to McLaughlin. Inside. Kicks it out to Anderson. 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. That shot off the mark. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside Jones. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's McLaughlin. Some solid defense from Williams. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Lets it go from deep. Conchar can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Rivers. Pass to McLaughlin. Takes the 3. Clark grabs the board.
Excellent defense there, but he has to be smarter and a bit more patient.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Reed. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Jones from outside. Pure from three-point range. Jones has got 10.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to McLaughlin to stop the drought. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Green, the pass to Clark. Releases. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Reed can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Jones from outside. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Rivers. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Austin Rivers knows how to navigate through defenses, puts the ball on the deck and gets to his spot.
Memphis has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Jones from outside. That one doesn't drop.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Clark in the post. Working on Reed. Pass to Conchar. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And they'll get another chance. And here's Clark for 3. He buries it from 3. Clark's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Rivers. Fires the 3. And so it's Memphis. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. They've done well. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Timberwolves shooting 34% thus far in this game. On the court for Memphis. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one spot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nas Reed. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the board.
Memphis shooting around 53%, a nice number. Pass to Bain. There's the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
Jackson with it. Towns covering. Launches a three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Russell against Morant. Towns passes to Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Good on the second one. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Out to the right wing. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Prince can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. To the middle. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Timberwolves shooting just 35% from the floor. Pass to Towns from the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
To the left wing. The three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wide open. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Gobert against Adams. Off target from 3-point range. Minnesota with the ball. Boy, they need something. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Now Morant. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. A minute and a half left to play in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Ja Morant.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
The three is up. Prince can't hit. And here's Memphis. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. There's Jackson with the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And Minnesota has possession. Lets it go from deep. And Morant clears the board. Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Prince with the bucket.
Well, when active and engaged on the defensive end, you can see what D'Angelo Russell is capable of.
Outside Bane. Pass to Brooks. Now Jackson. To the paint. Outside Bane. And here's Brooks. Morant, the pass to Bane. Jackson with it. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close.
they are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And it's Towns penetrating, and the dunk by Towns.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drop.
Jackson kicks to Morris. From deep three-point range. Poked away. Russell against George. Jackson has the open look. Misses off the right iron.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Edwards. About a minute played so far here in the first. Jackson passes to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive. Rising up with ease and throwing it down.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Edwards kicks to Russell. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Oh, Morris in position. And here's Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's George, back to Jackson, to the paint. Nice move. And there's the nice layup by George.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
It's Russell with the drive. And Towns throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And stolen by Russell. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Russell against Jackson. Here's Edwards, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. Clippers trail by 4. Now Jackson. Outside Leonard. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. From the top of the key, Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside, George. Offensive rebound. Zubac's the best of George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Another shot. And no good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Passes to Towns. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Clippers trail by 6. Outside, George. And there's the drive. And George with the stuff.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Outside Edwards. Over George. Edwards can't hit.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
George dishes to Morris.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Here's Russell, and he drives in. The Timberwolves have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. On the wing, George. Towns with the steal. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Stolen by George. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Over Edwards. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here's Prince. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. The shot by George, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Prince, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Here's George. Nice D from Russell.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Spins. Prince kicks to Russell. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Morris passes to George.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters. Help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Baseline jumper, and the Clippers miss again. Minnesota leading by 11. Russell dishes to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wall with the bounce pass. Zubac finds Wall. Clock at 6. Back to Zubac. And here's Morris for 3.
Good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare shooters.
Russell passes to Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Right side, Leonard fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Ball against Russell. Outside, Edwards. Left side, Towns. Pulls from the top of the key. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Ball against Russell. It's Powell on the wing. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Clippers trail by 14. Leonard attacking. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Russell kicks to Towns. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3-ball. Towns has got 7 points for the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Pass to Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here's Wall. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Towns for 3. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks for the great interview, David. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Rivers. Then there's McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Wall passes to Pop. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 13. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Pass to McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. Jacks up a 3.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. And there's the pass to Covington. Dishes at the wall. Here's Powell. Reed with the block. Here's McLaughlin. Out left to the wing. Anderson wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Encouraging to see Anderson continue to work on this shot. Trying to open up the offense even more.
Rivers against Powell. And here's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Powell with it, picked up by Rivers. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 16. Passes it to Rivers. Anderson outside. On deep. And with the rebound.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Covington passes to Mann. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Reed. To the middle. Over to the wing. McDaniels in the post. Batum's there. And finished off by McDaniel.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Batum. Here's Mann. Batum, the screen to stop the drought. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
McDaniels. No good with the triple. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 16-point game. Outside Covington. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Wall finds Batum. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota leading by 16. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wall looking it over. Locked up there for Powell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And Anderson kicks to Rivers. For Minnesota, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. A free throw drops for Rivers. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Robert Covington. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. Paul George, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. Nobody near George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Clippers trail by 12. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The drive by Jackson. Outside for George. Driving in. Left side, Leonard. 3 on the clock. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Outside, Edwards. Shoots the 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 12 points again in the basket from Paul George. It's Prince on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Out to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And Leonard has it in the corner. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell against George. Prince wide open. Those three-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 14. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Towns against George. Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Minnesota leading by 14. Leonard with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. And again, the Clippers turn it over. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Russell with it. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George with the ball. And stolen by Russell. Gobert the pass to Prince. Out to Russell. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 1:58 left in the fourth. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Russell. Down low. The kick out to Towns. From deep three-point range. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson in the corner. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
The pass to Prince. The three. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Prince has got 6 here in this quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team, and you can't help but appreciate what an excellent game it was for Taurean Prince.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
5 on the clock. Edwards against George. Edwards can't hit. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And here's George. They grab their own miss. Zubats. Jackson from long range. They shoot again. Outside, Covington. Outside, George. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Now Russell. From deep. Off target. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were ahead.